Hey, good morning everyone. I'm today going to take you through a little, I suppose, posterior chain workout. So this is like, I find this really good for me because I was kind of struggling with like back issues for ages, and I think it was probably to do with like obviously weak sort of scapula and things like that, but also weak hamstrings and glutes, which were then kind of putting all the pressure on the lower back when I was doing things, even simple things like sitting down. So today I'm going to take you through the workout I like to do to get hamstrings, glutes, back all nice and strong and healthy. So yeah, let's crack on. I'll warm up and then I'll show you the first few exercises I like to do. So these single leg RDLs, you want to focus on your stability and control, and you want to make sure that your hips aren't rotating off to one side. Like, you want to make sure that your hips stay level through the movement, and you can vary the RDLs with a straight leg or a slight bend in the knee. It's going to hit the hamstrings and glutes in a different way. Yeah, and one little tip I find is that if the foot I'm standing on is slightly raised up, I find like I have more control. I have no idea why, but if you can see here, we have rubber mats, so the foot I'm standing on is going to be on the rubber mat, and then my back foot is just going to be on the wood before I extend it each time. So for some reason I found that that helps my balance. Don't know why, maybe it's just the difference, the different levels. So yeah, it's the first exercise out of the way. The next one I'll show you will be deadlifts, alternating holding the plate in each hand. I find that just this kind of activates my core a little bit, working the obliques. Again, it's great for making sure you don't build any imbalances when you're doing your exercises. Right, so I'm just doing 2 sets of each of those exercises. Next I'm going to move on to some banded squats, so just like a little rubber loop. I'm going to put a step between it, bring it up to my knees. I'm just going to do a couple of sets of just bodyweight banded squats with that. And what that does is it forces you to drive your knees out, which activates the glutes. So yeah, it's going to be next one. I'll show you what it looks like. Just a little rubber band. You don't need to go too heavy. You're just warming up, remember. So you're going to step between it with your 2 legs. Bring it up just above the knee. So the focus here is going to keep those knees out and stop the band from pulling them in, especially when you're coming up out of the squat. And what this is going to do is it's going to activate your glutes, especially if you're going to be going and doing heavy squats or deadlifts. You want to make sure those glutes are fully activated. Right, so I've just done 2 sets of those banded squats. The next thing I suppose is going to be the first, working set with weights of something. So I'm going to be doing the deadlift holds. So that's where you hold below the knee, come back up, down below the knee, back up. And you hold for about, I like to hold for about maybe 5 seconds. And like that's gonna fry your hamstrings and your glutes, like, so you don't need to do too many sets of these, like. Okay, so for these deadlift holds, you basically want to lower it slowly to just below the knee, and you're going to hold it there for about 5 seconds. So when you're down in that position, you want to force to keep your knees out in a good position, and kind of that'll fire your glutes and that'll protect your lower back as well. Okay, so the last exercise I like to do is deadlifts, just full conventional deadlifts. But what I like to focus on these, because I'm not doing them for max weight, I don't want to have a low hip position. That's obviously the position that's going to allow you to drive the most weight up off the floor. So I basically want to do it more like I'm doing it clean. So I want to kind of keep my hips high and my chest over the bar. That's going to target my hamstrings and lower back a lot more. So I'll show you what that looks like. Right, so that's going to be it for today's video. Just a short workout video of what I'm currently doing at the moment for my posterior chain. So hamstrings, glutes, back. It's more, like I said, the other stuff I'm doing at the moment, it's to sort of create a healthy body, a healthy functional body, as opposed to going for max weight all the time. So the one thing to always remember when you're doing any posterior chain work, your hamstrings, your glutes, your lower back, you want slow, controlled movements. You don't want any jerking or erratic movements. You want to build slowly and start off with lightweight as well. You want to build the right technique. and you want to build strength in good positions, not just max weight all the time. Now I just thought I would tell you what we're going to be doing for today. We're going to pop out to the beach for a little walk. It's a little grey outside, but yeah, we're just going to pop out to East Cork for a little walk, and we are also going to get some pizza in Ballymaloe. They do their Saturday's pizzas that they that you can get in supermarkets. They're made by Ballymaloe, and you can go out to the cookery school part of Ballymaloe on a Saturday, and you can get the pizzas freshly made there. So we'll take you along, and I'll show you their unbelievable pizzas. Like, so yeah, show you a bit of our walk, and what about it? What else we do? That's it, going for a walk and having some pizza. We're just finished with lunch. I almost forgot to show you this lovely place, Ballymaloe. We were coming here to have pizzas, but the place was mayhem, so they have this little place I should show you quickly. It's like a little trailer that they have. It's there all year round, but it's only open during the summertime. And we just had 2 slow cooked lamb tacos, and they were unbelievable. So if you are coming to Cork, or you're in Cork, get out to Ballymaloe. Like, it's incredible. Like, lovely day out with a family and great food. So off to the beach now, and I'll show you some clips from that. Yeah, I know. We made it to the beach. What a day. Weather in Ireland when it's like this. Rival anywhere in the world. Give you a little view. Oh, can they see anything? But yeah, it's unbelievable weather out here today. Nice and quiet. All the hordes of people are back that direction. We're going that way. So that's it. I'm probably going to leave the vlog here for today. Yeah, so it's just been a little insight into almost typical weekend day for us. So yeah, thanks for everyone who's watching. Like, share, subscribe, all that jazz. Leave comments, feedback, it's always appreciated as well. So yeah, see you in the next video, guys. Thanks.